Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Colt defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This is 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Mixon will try the right side. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 62 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Chubb is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Richardson off the play fake. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Stroud completes this out wide. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. After 7-0 on EA Sports. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The Colts hit 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to the air with Richardson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Here's Richardson to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Spencer Schrader now on to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Mixon with a first down carry. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
3rd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. And Stroud now to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Richardson looking to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Richardson. Got his man. It's Warren. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Fights off the defender, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to Mixon on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, it's Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.